would like for someone to explain what they mean when they say climate change, right? So
Yeah.
what define your terms. What do you mean? Are you worried about CO2? Are you worried about specifically global warming? Are you worried about fossil fuels? Maybe you're worried about all that and more. I mean, this is not my area of expertise, but even more important, right? For somebody
Yeah.
like me reading it, what do you mean? What do you want to change? And what and at what cost? So economists always have to ask that question. At what cost and what are the alternatives? And so I think generally people on the left assume that there are no alternatives to effective climate change than using the government to intervene in markets, which changes patterns of production, it raises prices, and it's absolutely used by insiders to prohibit outsiders. So Bruce Yandel, economist emeritus now at Clemson in the 70s, worked for the Federal Trade Commission, and he wrote a piece called The Bootleggers and Baptist Theory of
Yeah.
Regulation, right? So there's that all over the place with climate change. Now, I don't expect them necessarily to know about bootleggers and Baptists, but I think as an economist reading it, and they're writing about economic policy, I think that they have a burden to go a little farther to do that cost benefit analysis. And you really can't do the cost benefit analysis if you don't define what you're talking about. What are we trying to achieve? And so, in that sense, some of it read a little bit of read a little ideologically for me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That they just don't question. You need climate change. Okay, well, what is that? And what does that mean? Does it mean going back to their vignette where, like, I only consuming local water?